So I'm going to do my little scripted intro. And then I just want you guys to just say your name and like a little hello. And then maybe for you,
Let me change my voice.
And for you, maybe can you maybe say like how many years you lived in America and just tell them you were born in Japan?
Yeah.
Okay. So I might put that part in.
Lead that though.
Ask
me the question. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that, but I'll do my best. Can we turn the video off because I feel really nervous when I'm getting watched?
Yeah, we can do voice.
Yeah. So
let's do voice.
Okay.
Can you still hear us clearly? Let me put it on here.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so
Oh no, now I hear myself. It's happening again.
Are we good?
Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah. So here we go. Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna start. Ikyo?
Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone, welcome to Flo's English. This is Shirley. And I actually have my husband here with me. He wanted to join us today for this podcast. And I also have my little sister and her fiance who were in the previous podcast, which was our very first one. So it's going to be the four of us talking today. Did you guys want to say hello first?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Maybe you want to say your name because there might be some people where it's their first time.
Oh, yes. That's true. Go
Listening
ahead,
to the
Yukari.
podcast. So maybe if you want to say...
Hi, I'm Yukari, the little sister.
I am Erwan, the little sister's fiance.
I'm Taka, the husband.
Great intro, guys. Thank you so much.
Hi, Chucksiki.
What does that mean?
It means like, I know, it's like a
please be
Japanese
seated
concert
now.
thing.
Do you want to tell them like a little background story of yourself, Taka? Like that you were born in Japan?
I was born in Japan, but I moved to America when I was 19 and stayed there for 13 years and came back about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been, yeah.
Yeah. So he's been in America for a very long time. That's why he speaks English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well, too.
Yes, very well.
So, today I wanted to talk about something that one of my students prepared, and he gave this to me last night during our lesson. And so he made a list of stereotypes Japanese people tend to have towards people living in America. And so I wanted to ask you guys if I can have your opinions or input on whether or not you think these are true or not.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Taka too, because you lived in America for so long. So maybe if you guys want to, tell us if you think they're true or not.
Sure.
Okay, so and this guy, this student of mine, he loves America and he always watches American movies and American TV shows. So some of these might be from him watching these, TV shows and movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see. So I'm going to read off. It's a long list, actually, so I'm just going to pick a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go.
Let's go.
So the first one, so he says, like, this is what he thinks people in America basically eat most of the time. So it says, for breakfast, it's either cereal or it says kogeta bacon, which means burned bacon, but I think he means like really crispy bacon, like extra cooked bacon.
Wow, these are very specific.
Crispy bacon.
I'm like, wow.
But it's
really
burned
studied.
bacon. But I think to Japanese people, our crispy bacon is like burned, looks burned.
But I know exactly what you're talking about, so
Yeah.
this is really funny.
So that's the breakfast. And then he says for lunch, he thinks that people in America either eat
Cheeseburger.
an apple and have coffee, or it's donut and coffee.
For lunch
Yeah,
or
for
just
lunch.
a snack?
It says lunch.
Cops.
So an
Nice.
apple and coffee or a donut and coffee. So that's the lunch. And then for dinner, it says it's either pizza or Chinese food or Mexican food. And that's all that's written here. So that's
Who?
that's what he thinks. That's what people in America eat. So what do you guys think?
I think there's some truth to that. the cereal. When I was growing up as a kid, I would always have cereal
Uh-huh.
because it's so convenient, so I wouldn't be late to school. So I would have cereal every morning, actually. And then the donut and coffee, I think that's only for police officers. Like,
It's definitely not lunch.
during their like lunch
Yeah.
It's
break.
definitely
you
no,
know?
it's breakfast usually.
On their break.
Yeah, maybe breakfast. And
Yeah.
then dinner, Mexican food is it's a big part of the American culture.
Yeah.
100%.
Mhm.
Yeah. We had Mexican food the other day. We had a burrito.
We did. It
For
was
dinner?
really good.
Carne asada burrito.
Oh, we don't
Oh, that
have that
sounds so
here.
good.
With a lot of pakji.
So I think there's some
Oh.
truth to that.
Cilantro?
I don't know about every like meal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we're also pretty Asian in terms of what we eat.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
honestly this question I feel like if it's going towards the
General
average American, yeah, like I believe it's pretty spot on for the breakfast. I personally do not like the burnt crispy bacon,
Mhm.
but I think that's because we are raised by Japanese parents who didn't cook it that way.
Mhm.
So when I would go to my friend's house or whenever we went to like a diner
Mhm.
and they'd give us the burnt crispy bacon,
Yeah.
I'd be like, why is this so overcooked?
Yeah.
And then I cooked bacon for my like friends that were, not Japanese or not Asian, and they'd be like, "Why is your bacon raw?" And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"This is not raw."
Yeah.
And they I definitely experienced that.
Yeah.
I love
So
crispy bacon.
so he's pretty right, you think? No, not really.
I would say- it's so
To an
hard because
extent.
I think he's right. Maybe
yeah.
not lunch. Lunch sounds like a snack.
Yeah. So breakfast, snack,
breakfast.
and dinner is pretty right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lunch he needs to like add a burger in there.
Oh yeah.
I'd say
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
here
Sounds about
takes
right, yeah.
coffee in the morning
Yeah, that sounds
for
good.
sure.
Coffee is morning, and then lunch, burger. So we would add that to the list,
Lunch,
Yeah.
yeah.
or like a sandwich, right?
Sandwich, yeah.
A sandwich,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Sandwich.
So
Sandwich.
lunch would be like sandwich or burger, and then breakfast we would need to add the coffee and donut there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We cook a lot of Japanese food, so
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't apply to us.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one, it says, people don't wash their hair every day.
Oh,
So that's
shoot.
what they
Oh, I
think.
know a lot about this.
Is that
Yeah.
an American?
Is that?
Oh, for sure. I think Asians or definitely Japanese people that I know, like from Japan, it's really common to sometimes even shower twice, I think, but they definitely shower. Tell me if I'm wrong, but don't they usually shower at night?
Every day, like wash their hair
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then shower usually at night.
Dude,
They
I
don't
wash
take
my
shower
hair
in the morning.
twice a week.
Yeah.
Like people shower every day, but they wouldn't shower their
twice a
hair every
week? Wait,
day.
what did everyone
It's like
say?
very common to be for men. I think they shower every day, but for women, it's really common to not shower every day and like usually every other day. Sometimes even up to like kind of gross. I don't want to say gross, but kind of like up to 5 days.
Wow.
Really?
But it's different consistency of hair. It's different like types of hair. It's different hair types because like Asian hair, I believe it gets really greasy. But like there's different like hair that stays like drier or doesn't get greasy or actually gets like really dry if you wash it every day.
Yeah.
And they want natural oils, so
Yeah.
it kind of sounds like off-putting. Yeah, but
I was told
pretty
it was
normal.
not good to wash your hair every day because it strips your natural oil. So I only
Yeah.
wash it twice a week.
yeah.
And then my mom had dreads, and she said that when you have dreads, you're not supposed to wash.
Oh.
You're
the
not supposed to
dreads.
shampoo your hair at all
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that. So it just depends. I think it's cool.
I love how you guys are commenting that his mom had dreads.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom had dreads at one point.
That's
What?
true. We did it. Now it's
Yeah.
When was that?
This was when I was in high school. She wanted to
Really?
experiment because, she's a hairstylist.
Yeah.
So she's like,
Oh, so she
get
wanted-
dreads.
Oh, did you see it, Yukari?
No.
I don't think
Oh.
he saw it.
Wow. How
I
long
would
did
have
she
definitely remembered.
How long did she have it for?
I think like a couple months, like 3 months.
Wow. So she
And
wouldn't
she
wash
didn't
her
want
hair.
to.
It gets really itchy, right?
Yeah,
I would
yeah. They
assume.
do like the spray shampoo or something like that.
Yeah, like I think it was this student that made this list for us, when I told him that in America, like dry shampoo is a normal thing when you go like grocery shopping, like when you go shopping, like it's always, every brand always makes dry shampoo.
Yeah,
And like
I use the Trader Joe's one.
Yeah, like you'll always find dry shampoo with regular shampoo or conditioner.
Does such thing exist?
Did he tell you that he showers every day?
Well,
Or his
I've
hair?
never really met a Japanese person that says they don't shower every day. Like they don't wash their hair every day. So this stereotype is true.
That's
definitely true.
Definitely true.
That's true.
Yeah, so other people listening to this will probably be surprised too, hearing that, you know, there's people who don't wash their hair up to 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had three days around, like people who don't wash their hair for 3 days around me, and that was pretty normal to them. So,
Like there's hairdressers and people, it's really common in America to get this thing called a blowout, where it's you just go to the hair salon just to get your hair washed and shampooed and styled. And there's hairstylists that would have clients that only have them wash their hair once a week.
so they don't wash their hair themselves.
No, they they shower every day, but they don't wash their hair, and then they would go to the hair salon once a week to get their hair washed.
Wow. So yeah, that would be pretty shocking to Japanese people. So that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's
not like super common that there's people like that who don't wash their hair, just get at the salon, but there definitely are people that I know of who do that.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Okay, so this one's true. Okay, thank you guys. So let's move on. So the next one, it says, even if you get a scratch on your car, you don't really care. Like people don't really care if your car gets scratched.
I think that's dependent on the person.
Yeah. So not in general. It just depends on the person.
Yeah, I care for sure. Like,
Yeah, that's what I like. When you said that, I was just staring at Erwan and I was like, yeah, I think this is the wrong person to ask these questions to.
But do you think Japanese, so I'm asking Taka, do you think Japanese people, like, if you ask this to Japanese people, their answer would be, of course we would care.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I rarely see the cars with scratches or like dented, you know.
And I also want to say one thing. I feel like in Japan, people, the culture-wise, like they're very kind of careful around other people's things, you know, in the sense that like they're not going to bang a door open or there's, you know what I mean? Like here, you get people.
There's more careless people.
Yeah, like my car got keyed.
So it's more common.
A month ago. Yeah.
To have a car get damaged.
Yeah. So it's more like little things or.
So it may seem like Americans are careless, more careless.
So we can rephrase this to American people don't really care if they scratch other people's cars. Or like hit their car, like they'll just hit and run, I guess.
Like that's exactly true. Like we have a lot of hit and runs. We have people who will key your car sometimes for no reason, sometimes for a reason.
It's normal.
I don't think people that are hearing this don't know what the keying, I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's not a thing in Japan.
Can you explain what that is?
What's keying? I think that they're they're wondering like what's keying?
Okay, so I believe I got keyed because the parking was already a compact parking space and there was no car on the left of me, and then there was someone on the right of me that was like pretty much over the line towards in the parking space I was trying to park in. So then I just parked in there more towards the left. So like the person on the right has space. But then now someone tried to park on the left. And I think I don't know what happened because I was in the store. And then when I came out, I got keyed. So I'm assuming they're frustrated that I was more towards the left. But they didn't understand that there was someone on my right. Because when I got out, that car was gone too. So I don't know.
I see. So
that would be a scenario where like, and then, going back to what it means is they would get a key and they would just drag it across your car where it takes off the paint of your car and it's just like a bold line where you can't really buff it out. Terrible.
That happens often in America.
Often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another shocking thing probably for Japanese people.
I've never got keep before.
Yeah, some people are lucky, some people are not. There's even songs about it. There's even songs
Maybe you
about
park like a butthole.
there's even songs about like lyrics about people saying, "Oh, like if you did something, I'm gonna key your car." And it's just like a very that whole term is.
Yeah, it definitely happens often in America. Just I guess not to Taka and Erwan.
I think it's just like people kind of give up because initially if you have like a brand new car and it's like your first scratch or ding, you're really sad or upset. But then just knowing how Americans are, like you kind of just start giving up after like a couple dings. You're like, okay, let's just let it go, and I don't want to keep fixing it.
I think it's just Americans are less courteous in comparison to Japanese people.
Yeah, like one of the places we lived in all together, and then there was like 5 kids coming out of the one side of the car that would just hit my driver's side.
Yeah, I remember that.
Door, and it was just like literally like a bunch of Kirby punches into that door like every day. I just gave up. I was like, you know what? Just do it. I just go at it.
Poor car.
It wasn't even like one kid. It was like one kid, the next kid, the next kid.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my gosh. One thing that I was thinking, man, this is so American the other day was we were at Home Goods, and then there was just so many carts everywhere, like the store carts on the parking lot, and they were just like left on all the parking spaces where I had to get out and move it so we can park there. And I was like, man, in Japan, I was talking to everyone, I was like, man, in Japan this would never happen, like people would always bring it back. But we looked around and there's like literally half the carts from that store was just like placed inside trees and like bushes and like in the middle of the spaces, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely an American thing.
Definitely. That would be shocking
or not
for someone listening to this.
Yeah, and that's probably the most common thing, so
the most common thing. Yeah, that's definitely common. Like every parking lot you'll go to, especially like grocery stores, you'll always find abandoned shopping carts in the parking lot.
Yeah,
that's true.
Part
That's
of
a
our
good
culture.
One. Yeah.
And some people take that cart, they ride off with that. Like homeless people just take the cart.
Oh yeah, so that's another thing. I don't know if this is in Japan, but since that is so common, stores now have to have like carts that have a sensor. So there's like some kind of invisible sensor around these store parking lots, and then when the cart goes past that line, the cart's wheels will lock. So it will not move anymore. And it's really common. Like most Targets have that now. But it's because a lot of people steal carts.
Yeah. So that's another shocking thing, I think, for Japanese people, that it even has that they need to put that on the carts.
We really can't have nice things here.
Exactly. Okay, so there is like a lot more, but I'm just going to pick one more, and then I guess we can go back to this list another time.
Good questions. These are some good questions.
Yeah, so he loves America. So he was so excited to send this to me and be like, can you, use this in your podcast sometime? I'm like, I'm going to use it tomorrow.
He should join our podcast
No,
next
that's
time.
what I was saying. Yeah, so he said eventually he would love to, but he said he wants to work a little more on his English skills. So, okay, so the last question or stereotype is... and this one I'm curious what Taka's going to say. So in America, there are a lot of people with beards or mustaches. And his point is in Japan, having a beard isn't really considered a good thing, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and then Japanese women don't really like men with beards, is what it says here. It's not really popular. So... what do you guys think?
Oh, like, do we find it attractive, or what? Like, do we...
Well, like,
I
guess the stereotype is people in America tend to have beards or mustaches, like men.
More accepted, right?
It's more accepted,
honestly, I think it's actually more, like, I feel like it's actually encouraged if you can grow a good beard, like good meaning like a thick one. Like those people would usually have a 5 o'clock or even a full beard, and people take a lot of pride. Like if you go to any kind of store, there'll be like there's like a huge
Beard
shelf
balm.
for just beard stuff,
Uh-huh.
like beard shave, aftershave,
Uh-huh.
lotion, balm, oils. Like, you know, it's a culture, I would definitely say
Yeah.
here. And
that's
so.
because
I think it's more
they want it.
accepted in America.
More accepted.
Yeah.
Sure,
Senate,
sure.
yeah.
and it's actually more like people want beards a lot. Like, you know,
It's more
especially-
attractive here in America.
Yeah.
I feel like I wanted a 5 o'clock shadow.
And he's been working on, and then he has his little
5 o'clock.
stubbies.
Oh.
What do
But
you mean 5 o'clock?
You said 5 o'clock shadow. I thought you said 5 o'clock Oreo. And I'm like, what?
5 o'clock.
I love
5
those
o'clock
too.
shadow.
5時になったら生えてくるからでしょ
5 o'clock shadow.
Oh.
Because 朝剃ったのに
Yeah.
今5時には生えてるっていうそれが影っぽく見えるから。But anyways, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so that's
I think
totally
people
different
here
from
actually find it attractive.
attractive.
But depending on like if it actually looks full
It's more-
versus
it's
people
more
trying
manly.
to grow it when you don't
More
have
manly?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, they like
And
more manly, man.
manly man.
It has to be taken care of, right? It has to be trimmed.
Right.
and all.
Exactly. Like you
True.
can't just have like really sparse beard and then grow that out where it looks
Yeah.
kind of not, it looks awkward. But people, I think if you have a full one, people find it attractive.
Mm.
Hmm.
It's a push-up bra for men.
That's exactly
That's a
what it
good
is.
one.
So I'm curious, so Taka used to have a beard or a mustache, right, in
Yeah.
America, but then when he came to Japan, like everyone hated it. Like they told you
It's so
don't grow out your.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
They just
I
think
don't
it's
know.
like messy and
Messy and not well taken care of, and they just don't have the idea of just I don't know what it is.
That's so interesting.
yeah.
Well, you still to get a job, you're gonna shave anyway. You don't go in with the full mustache or
I mean, like I've worked in offices and people have had very outgrown beards. And yeah, it's pretty normal
I
here.
think it's to the point where we don't even notice it if they
Right?
Have a
have
beard.
beards or not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's so common.
I like beards.
Yeah. If I had one, I'd
I
I'd
can't
grow it out.
imagine you with a beard though, Erwan. I would like to see that.
No?
No, I
I
can't.
like your dad's 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, my
Oh,
dad had
yeah.
a really good. I liked it, but so
But
that's
only
another
Japanese
thing.
people can do 5 o'clock
Exactly.
Out
That's
of all the
another
Asians.
thing. Our dad was like had a really good beard, but hated it and would always shave it like completely
Yeah.
to nothing every day, like twice a day. So that's probably from the Japanese culture.
Yeah.
But it looked really good when it was grown out.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I can't grow a full beard,
Mhm.
whole setup, because right next to my lips, I can't grow some. There gonna be some pockets that's missing good amount of hair.
So that's the
Mm,
awkward
yeah,
thing that Yukari
so-
was talking
As
about.
far
as
It's like an
this-
awkward.
Yeah.
That's why I was just
People call it.
People call it what?
Like pube hair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I don't know
guess-
how I'm supposed to translate that. I don't know if I want to translate
the
that.
beard gets all
Yeah, let's not
curled
translate
up and
that.
stuff.
Not translate that. They can
Yeah.
look it up themselves. I'll write it, but I won't translate
Yeah.
it.
If it's straight, like nice, good amount, then that's nice. But some people can't grow full mustache.
Yeah, I
and
can't.
all
Yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
I can't.
And
do
maybe
it.
that's why it is.
Genetically, I can't.
But we all want what we don't have. So I'm sure some people who have a growing beard envy people who don't have to shave as much. And then people who can't grow a beard envy people who have that full beard. So, same thing with hair.
So true, actually.
Yeah, so... Yep, so what was the most surprising for you guys within the stereotypes?
Surprising.
There was like nothing that's pretty surprising. I felt like they were pretty spot on.
Mhm. Yeah. I think
I
I kind
think-
of... Mhm. Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry. The car thing, I think, was surprising. Because I thought everybody would just care.
Oh, okay. So like them thinking that a lot of people in America wouldn't care.
Don't
surprised
care.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was just, that was
Okay.
actually surprising.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you to my student who made this nice list for us.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
Thank you, student.
you. Can't wait to meet you next time.
Yeah. So Okay, guys. So thank you so much again for your time. I know the time zone difference, makes it nighttime over there,
it's so
it's pretty
fun.
late over there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to our next podcast. If you guys think of topics we can talk about, please let me know.
Well, all right.
Okay,
We'll think of
guys.
some Japanese stereotypes.
Yeah, Japanese stereotypes.
Ask your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting for them.
I want to hear their honesty.
Everyone always says, Japanese people always say, eh.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. That's okay.
What would that translate to in English?
What?
Like,
What?
what the heck?
What the heck? Yeah. But we just have that one sound.
It's the best. I started doing it.
It's a convenient word. Just like anyways. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night, podcast listeners.
Or good day.
Oyasumi nasai.
Bye.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to the end. Please look forward to our next podcast. Till then, bye-bye.
Toodaloos.
Make sure to
Toodaloo.
like, subscribe, and follow.
Oh, yeah. Like, subscribe.
Hit the notification button.
Oh, yeah.
or
Hit the
something.
notification button. Anyways,
Hit that like button.
Leave a comment.
leave a comment. Okay, guys.
comment.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Leave comments of like topics they would want us to talk about for the next one.
Oh, yeah. So I'll add that to the ending. So, okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please leave comments of, topics you'd like us to discuss or questions you have for us. And don't forget to like, follow, and hit the notifications button.
Hit the likes.
Hit the likes.
Hit
Button.
the comment section.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you in the next podcast.
Sayonara.
Bye.
Sayonara.